Module 4, Breaking Down the Barriers, How to Make the System Work for South Asian Communities. Part 3, Best Practices when Dealing with Ethnic Minority Victims of Abuse. Initiating a conversation about violence. In order to provide appropriate support, it is crucial to establish trust with women at risk of being abused. The woman at risk may not realize or acknowledge to herself that she is even experiencing domestic violence. Asking appropriate questions can help them to understand their situation and lead them to seeking and accepting assistance. Some examples of such questions could be, has anyone hurt or frightened you? How safe or afraid do you feel at home? Do you have someone with whom you could share your concerns? Explaining calmly and adopting a non-judgmental approach may help the victims disclose either at that time or in the future when they are ready. Mentioning the frequency of domestic violence helps convey that you would not be shocked by disclosure. The aim should be to have a supportive conversation rather than to force a disclosure. Some best practices. Helping abused women recognize their experience as domestic violence can lift the self-blame and isolation they are living with. South Asian women are under considerable pressure to cover up their experiences of abuse and any related mental health problems. They are frightened of being stigmatized by their communities in which both abuse and mental illness are often regarded as weaknesses, which might reflect on their family and bring shame and dishonor. Key features of a conversation with South Asian women could include reassurance about confidentiality, willingness to offer another appointment with the reason that she can explain to the family and the offer of information. While her safety in her own home is a priority and a health issue, she is the expert on what she needs and what should happen next. However, you can empower her by ensuring that she is aware that help is available. Ask questions using non-medical terms. For example, what do you fear most about your illness? When did your troubles begin? What or who makes things worse? What would be of most help to you? It is important to improve cross-cultural communication. In order to do that, listen to the patient's perspective. Explain and share your own view. Acknowledge the differences and the similarities between the two views. And never accept culture as an excuse for domestic violence. Everyone deserves the right to be safe in their own home. It is important to use professionally trained interpreters. In case of a language barrier, try and seek the help of a professional interpreter. Using the woman's partner, child, family member, or friends as interpreters can lead to censoring or editing of the answers. Try to get a female interpreter whenever possible. Be alert to any discomfort between the interpreter and the patient. Agree on the agenda with the interpreter and ensure that they will not edit what the patient says. Look at your patient and speak directly to them, not the interpreter. And have information available in an appropriate language whenever possible. Keep detailed records. Writing down what the victim told you about domestic violence is an important aspect of treatment. It shows that you believe her and take the violence seriously. Your records may be critical in helping her access her legal rights. Your notes may play a crucial role in meeting her housing needs. Many housing agencies will accept a woman's application to be rehoused in a safe area if she can produce evidence from a health professional. You may even help her access welfare rights, particularly if she has not yet secured immigration status. Records would ideally be made in an interview with the woman alone, include the name, date of birth, children, pregnancy, friend or kin, include responses to the questions, briefly describe types or nature of abuse and injuries sustained, include a detailed physical record, including sketches of the injury sites on a body map or photographs if possible, record and, if possible, keep any damaged, torn, or stained clothing, describe the client's psychological state without interpretation or judgments, include dates and times of incidents if known, and use the victim's own words whenever possible.